According to police, there is a new wave of crime where a gang pays girls to trap men, take their pictures in a compromising position, and ask for money from them, and if they fail to pay, the photos are published in the tabloids. An engineer in Kampala, Michael Daka, has been a victim. This situation mirrors that of many others who have appeared in the tabloids, but this is extortion and violates the law on privacy.
Privacy is the immediate surrounding of an individual, exclusive to himself or to herself, and exclusive to third parties. It could be derogated if it is in public interest, and anything outside of that would then amount to unlawful derogation from one's right to privacy.
I asked Nicholas Opio, a human rights lawyer in Kampala, on what constitutes information of public interest as provided by the law.
Public interest doesn't include persecution. It doesn't include unjustifiable exposure of an individual. But there are also specific examples of cases where it is in the public interest for someone to know. I'll give you an example. If I am carrying Ebola, and Ebola is extremely contagious, it is in public interest that people should know that I'm carrying a disease that can be spread through the air.
There have been reports that some staff of guest houses or hotels connive with unscrupulous people to set cameras in the rooms with an aim of taking nude pictures of their guests. The pictures are then leaked to the tabloids, which pay handsomely for them if they think the story will boost copy sales.
Once an individual has hired a room and has locked themselves up in that room, that space becomes their space because that space is rented. It becomes their space. Anybody then who infringes on that space for any other interest that's not public, that's not lawful, it's not justifiable, commits an offense. So the hotel management would be held liable. The person who is vending videos of you having intercourse in a hotel room would be invading your privacy. That phone is a private gadget. Whatever is contained in it, including phone contacts, pictures, or music, are your own personal property that nobody has any justification for making it public, or indeed for holding it against you for either a ransom or for any kind of blackmail.
But Opio says when you move to a public place, the space ceases to be private and your actions become public.
If you're in the public area, in the lobby, in the restaurant, those are places you cannot claim as private places.
But when a journalist, including photographers or videographers, who dispense information supposed to do, for example, when a wife gets her husband in the act committing adultery and they witness it.
Those pictures, if those pictures are being used in court for purposes of a trial, but before those pictures are placed in a court of law, they still remain private pictures.
According to a family lawyer, some couples set up their spouses and leak their pictures in the tabloid with the intention of using it as the ground for divorce.
You don't have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. The moment I come and I say, here is my evidence, and I've been suspecting that my wife has been having an affair with a certain man, the pictures speak louder, but it's up to the court to allow it as credible evidence.
But with the advancement of technology, Opio believes there is need for laws that restrain the media and other platforms from invading people's privacy. Uganda lacks strong laws that would have a provision for the responsible use of social media and stringent action against the misusers. The reality is that more often than not, the social media has always been abused. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.